Hi everybody, I hope you're having a fabulous day. My name is Alicia Masters, and if you've been thinking to buy or sell property in and around the Puerto Vallarta market, I am your girl. I have been dying to get into this home to show you guys a video. I've shown it to a couple of different investors and buyers that have come into town, and every single time that I come here, my heart just skips a beat. I am located in Centro right now in one of the most iconic properties that we have in all of Vallarta named Casa de la Torre. You guys are not going to want to miss a single second of this house. It took 3 years for the complete renovation. Just the ground floor and the first level took 2 years of renovations on its own. The third level, which is absolutely outstanding, is a cantilevered bedroom. It's like nothing that you've seen before. The views are absolutely incredible. Over $1 million US went into this renovation. Stay tuned for the entire video. The owner himself, which did all the work for this entire place, took an hour and a half walking me through every single detail of this property. You're gonna wanna pay attention to the captions because I'm going to be putting a lot of information down in the captions as well about all the finishes that you're gonna see in some of the furniture that's here as well. The house itself is 3 floors, and let me get into the details. You have, like I just said, 3 levels. You have 5 bedrooms here, 5 full bathrooms, 1 half bath, just a hair under 7,000 square feet, and the asking price is $3,995,000 US. Look in the description down below if you would like to see more information about this house and how to get in contact with me. WhatsApp is the best way to reach me for the fastest reply. I will throw my email down there just in case you guys wanted to email. We can schedule an in-person showing, or if you guys are not here, we can do a virtual showing as well. Come and see this house. Not only are you going to be impressed during the day, but there are hundreds of lights that are put all over this house. It absolutely twinkles at night. There are so many things that you can see at nighttime that you're not going to see during the day. If you fall in love with this house, get on a plane right now. We're going to do a daytime showing, then we'll go hang out in Vallarta. We'll come back for a nighttime showing. There is nothing like this in Vallarta. It is my favorite house that we have on the market. It is probably the favorite house I've ever even been in the entire Puerto Vallarta. Okay, so without further ado, let's go check this property out, guys. Welcome to the outside of Casa de la Torre, and we are located in the heart of Centro, right next to Si Senor, and you are surrounded. You're in the art district here. You're surrounded by restaurants, art galleries. You're just a few blocks until you get over to the Malecon. And let's go get inside. There's even an art gallery and a beautiful interior design store right next door. Everything that you see here is included with the sale. There are a few pieces that are up for negotiation. He has some Louis XV furniture in here. They just don't make things like this anymore. Now, stay tuned to the entire video because I'm going to be giving you guys all kind of information. The parking spot that you have here, you can see there's a little sign here. This parking spot is registered, so if you're the purchaser of this home, you do have a dedicated parking spot right out front. The owner just took me on an hour and a half tour and told me everything about this house, which I'm going to be giving you guys all of the information here. Okay, so before we even get inside, I want you to notice that you have a metal gate, and then you have these original doors. All of the doors that you're going to see here, with the exception of a few places, are all original to the home. You do have a video doorbell here that you can access from every level of this home. So if you've got anybody that's coming over, and you know the gate can be automatically opened. Once you step inside, this place is it's incredible. All of the bushes and the shrubbery and just all of the greenery. It is a moment before you even come inside. Now, this house has its own transformer, which you see hidden right here. And that means that your electricity is only for your house. No matter what goes on around the neighborhood around you guys, you have your own dedicated supply of energy. There are many fountains throughout the entire home as well. So just as you're coming in, you can see there's beautiful, beautiful orchids here. And just to be here at night, as I was telling you guys before, it's a vibe. There's so many of these trees that are lit up here. You have these 2 hanging ferns, one here and one here. That's lit up from the bottom. So these are like organic chandeliers. Also, another thing that I wanted to mention here is you can kind of see, I'm going to try to zoom in here. This here is a screen that you have. There's like these windows that they have, and they have a few of them placed along the side of the pool here. and also underneath those ferns there, and they're backlit with mirrors, so at night it's almost like you can see a garden behind the garden. You've got beautiful statues on the top here. I mean, the amount of attention to detail in this entire place is something that is truly spectacular, and it's not anything that you're going to see anywhere else. I mean, it's no matter where you turn, you have just these little sculptures, and even all of the furniture in this entire place is custom made. So on both sides of the sofa, you can be hanging out here, and there's a charging station right here. The jacuzzi, let's get into the jacuzzi that overflows into the front part of the pool. This jacuzzi has 6 jets on either side, and then you even have jets on the bottom. You're really going to appreciate that when we get down there, because wait until I turn around and show you everything from down there. Also, you can see you have a beautiful hanging chandelier from here as well. If you go through these gates, that's where you're gonna find all of the pool equipment, stuff like that. Now, the pool in this place and the jacuzzi are heated. They keep this pool heated the entire year. You've got teak wood here along the deck. There's a bench seating. You've got stone inside of the pool, and the bench goes the entire length of the pool, kind of like an L shape for a pool. And the fact that you can see the jets underneath here is absolutely incredible. Both of those statues that you see were imported from Phuket, Thailand. I mean, they have done so much work here. Now, the home itself is 3 levels. So the level 1 and level 2 are existing to the home. The 3rd level with the cantilever roof is an entirely different space. And then, like I told you before, Casa de la Torre, Torre means tower. This is the beautiful tower. You can put an elevator inside of that tower if you wanted, and you can access the tower from every single level. So if you're thinking of buying an investment property, but you wanted something that you would be able to use long term, this is a jungle of a place, and this place can grow with you as you get into the retirement years. All right, so you've got lots of really amazing chill spaces here. This was what I was telling you about, how you have like the mirror that's behind here when it's backlit at night. All of the details here are absolutely incredible. You even have an outdoor shower here along this pillar. Attention to detail, if that is your thing, everything has been done here. It was a 3-year-long renovation. The first 2 years were spent just on the first 2 levels and the pool level, and then the 1 year was to create the primary suite, which is on the top. And the views from up there are incredible as well. So here's the first level where you can access the tower, which I was telling you about. Every level has access to the tower. Behind this wall, you'll see there's beautiful celosia here. This is where they have the heaters for the pool. Okay, we're coming in, and you have to be here. I could literally spend hours upon hours. Look at the brick that you have here, the hidden chandelier. The lighting in this place alone will blow you away. All right, now let's enter into the first level of the home. I just wanted to show you guys what everything looks like as you're entering in. All of the beams that you're seeing here are all original, and you're gonna notice that the beams are a lot darker than the other parts of the wood. When the owners first took over this house, all of the wood in this entire place was this color. They had all of the doors sandblasted, and I'll kind of give you a lot of that information as we come through. All of this was open, and then you had the front door starting here. The owners took all of this space that you're gonna see here, and they enclosed it with glass. All of the glass in this entire place is thermal, so that you don't have any worries for the heat that comes through. With the thermal glass, everything is able to stay completely cool. All right, I just wanted to walk through here. The custom furniture that you'll see, the vibe that you're getting from this entire place is absolutely incredible. This is a custom commissioned piece that they have from one of the same designers that you're gonna see all along the Malecon with all the different statues. Even this table that you see is a custom commissioned piece, and the chairs, as long as some of the other art that I'm going to show you, are Philip Stark. If you're familiar with the Icon building, he was the designer of that building there. I mean, just take in all of the artisan brick that you have here. All of the doors in the wood are original. Now, one of the things in Vallarta that you're not going to see is when you have all of the doors and the windows, a lot of times they have these cracks. They added weather stripping, and they sealed off all the doors so that when you have the air conditioning on, there's not a single part of this house that the air conditioning can leak out of. I like how they added the ceiling fan here. And then this part overlooks onto your absolutely beautiful, beautiful garden. And you can kind of start to see you've got ocean views from here. So even from the ground floor level, you do have wonderful ocean views. I mean, just the brick work, the stone work. They redid all of the flooring here, and it's a very organic vibe as you're coming through. And you guys know, if you watch my channel, I am a lover of mix of materials. And just like, look at the brick here, and then you have the artisan brick that's here going along with the wood that's in the ceiling, all original beams. I mean, it just goes on and on. You have a working fireplace. You have a working fountain here. The beautiful bells are original. Now, I already told you guys that they did add the glass ceiling and the glass wall here, again with the thermal inside of the glass, so you don't have any worries of it getting really hot inside of here. But it's really a more than double ceiling height in here, so you're able to have all of the natural plants that are here. The chandelier is a custom-made chandelier. This was imported, and this is mother's tongue. So it's a natural fiber that you see as you're coming in here. It's got to be at least 10 feet in length, and you can see it more from when we are entering from a different level. All right, so moving into the bar here, the bar is on wheels. There are these registers that you have in 5 different places of the home that go from the top of the home all the way down. Now, there's no worries for lightning, but you have these lightning rods that are 7 feet deep into the ground, and you have these different registers around. So this entire bar is on wheels, can be moved. And the reason that they did the bar here was, obviously, if you're coming in to the house for, like, let's say a party or something, it's an amazing place to come in and have a welcome drink. But if you're hanging out at the pool and you wanted to come in and get a glass of whatever, you have a working bar here. And the bar also has, you have an ice maker, you have 2 ice makers, one here, and then you have another one in the kitchen. All of the glassware that you can need. I mean, you really have everything. You'll have a nice welcome drink here if you are hosting a party. It's incredible. I love how you have the painted tiles coming up with the mix of the materials here, going into the second, well, it's kind of the first level, but there's a few different places where you can go to like a heightened level on the first floor. All of the stained glass, and the entire house is original to the home. And in some places they've moved the glass, they've repurposed some of the beams. I'm gonna get into all of that as well. Okay, so we haven't even made our way into the entry and we're already 4 minutes in. Take a look at this beautiful entry. Now, if you're hosting a party and you wanted to have just some nice piano music going in the background, this piano can be activated with an app. This is an entire smart home as well. They have music playing throughout the entire house, and the house is all controlled with different apps on your phone. There are security cameras that are controlled with apps, lights that are controlled with apps, and music that is controlled with an app. So everything in this house is already smart designed. The woodwork, I mean, this is what I mean. They do not make things like this anymore. You can see the ceiling here with the artisan brick and the stone inlay. I mean, it's just everywhere that you look, there's a different piece of history that you can see here. Now, they had these museum quality. There are 4 statues here that are commissioned from a sculptor out in Boca Raton Lawn. And then you have over by the piano, this is a Philip Stark piece as well. There are hundreds of thousands of dollars just in the interior design of this home. There's gonna be a lot of places where I'm going to tell you guys different facts about what things cost and stuff that are adding to the value that you're seeing inside of this home. So make sure you're reading everything that I'm putting down below as well. Just wanted to sit here and give you a moment so you can appreciate from the living room, looking into the second living room, looking into your dining room here. This dining room was dark, dark, dark. They had the table sandblasted. All of the wood in the back of the house was all sandblasted as well. So anywhere that you see light covered wood, that was all sandblasted. Over $20,000 for this custom made chandelier. A lot of this stuff was imported from Italy. They had things imported from the United States. I want to move all around just to give you guys different views of what everything looks like as well. And it's just a seamless flow, the entire home here. Now, if you're an entertainer, if you like to be, if you're a chef and you like to entertain and cook, this is a chef's kitchen as well. You have a fully stocked bar here, one side for red wine, one side for white wine. They have antique glass that you'll see here behind the bar. All of the crystal, all of the stemware and everything is included in the sale as well. I mean, this is a complete turnkey property. There's really nothing for you to do. I love the rounded edges. I mean, this is the kind of home where you're purchasing a home in Mexico. This does not feel like it could be dropped in, you're in Miami, or you have, you know, different vibes where you're in California or anything. You feel like you are in Mexico here, but everything is really modern. I wanted to just see if you can see all of the different stone and the textures that are here in the ceiling, all of the archways with the big chandeliers that are hanging down, getting to this magnificent stove. The stove itself is a computer. Okay, now I don't want to mess anything up, but yeah, okay, the stove itself is it's a decor stove, and it has a computer in it. It can give you recipes. It can do all different kinds of things. They've even commissioned their own ceramic here, ceramic dishes and stuff. So how incredible is that? All of the air conditioners throughout the entire house are hidden. You're not going to see them throughout the entire place. They are all inverter technology. $20,000 US for this coffee maker here. It's plumbed for the water and the electricity are plumbed through. If you were a coffee maker, you're going to absolutely enjoy just this electric Italian coffee maker that they have here. These owners did all of this because this was going to be their forever home, and they're now onto another project. So they didn't expect that they were going to be selling anything, and so that's why they've put so much money into the renovation here. Right off of the kitchen, you have this area, which is outdoor. So there is no glass on the top of here. It's all outdoor, but if you wanted to do a barbecue, you have the barbecue here as well. And then these doors slide down, and on the other side, that's where you have the washer and dryer. I love the vertical garden that they have here. You've got drainage here inside of the kitchen as well. Now the kitchen, for the flooring, whenever they redid the flooring, they weren't able to find the exact, all the flooring, a lot of it was redone as well. So all this is original floor, but when you come into the kitchen, because they did such a big renovation here, they weren't able to find the same tile because they're so old. Every one of these tiles is hand cut so that it looks identical to the rest of the house. There's just so much thought that has went into this place. Okay, so you have a double fridge system here as well. Now let's make our way to one of the back bedrooms of the house. And it's kind of like a bedroom, kind of like a really chill little, library. I love that you have the cantera around the archway here, and then you step inside, and it's kind of like, you know, I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. It kind of feels like that here. One of the things that you're going to notice as well is that you have no corners. They rounded off all of the corners in the entire place so that the room feels a lot more elevated. All the lights are on dimmers as well. You can't even see. They have hidden the air conditioner there. The entire wall is with fabric here. And then this can be a really cool spot to hang out, but it can also double as an extra guest bedroom if you needed it to. One of the things that I wanted to mention as well is that this is a mural that with inspiration for this were the birds that you find in Key Mixto, which is a really fun little fishing village here. I paddleboard to Key Mixto quite often with my friends. Okay, so you've got an ensuite bath here with a black toilet, and I love the black glass in here. This place feels very masculine. They also didn't have any of the rounded, or they also do have the rounded edges here in the ceiling as well. And then you have the original stained glass to the house, which you can see they have backlit that. And they also have like a texture on the walls here. Just everything is so well thought of here. I love the ceramic stone that they have here. You have like a marbled finish for the granite. All of the wood this is Perotta wood that has been stained. And just welcome to the coziest spot in the house. Again, the beautiful, beautiful wooden doors here. I love the archways coming off the door. Now this is the half bath. So you have 5 full bedrooms here, 5 half bathrooms. These panels that you're gonna see throughout the house were part of this old staircase, and they didn't want to get rid of anything that was really unique. And so you're gonna find a lot of places in the home where they have repurposed stuff. The chandelier that you're seeing here is original to the home as well. There's an arch to the ceiling here. I don't know if you can really see this in the video. I love the stained glass. And then you're coming right over to look and check out this, this sink. It pours out from the statue. I mean, every detail in this house has already been thought of. Just want to show you everything that you can see inside of here. The home is sold completely furnished, totally turnkey, nothing left for you to do. Love this metal door. This was like the original entry into the home. Now let's make our way up the stairs. As you're coming up the stairs, they have these custom black glass that you're gonna see, and all of the stained glass also is backlit. So at night, the stained glass, the colors and everything that goes and is projected all on the walls here is like an artwork all onto itself. You have Peroda wood for the stairs, which is a tropical hardwood. And I wanted to mention as well, these stairs are a floating staircase. So it's kind of hard. I don't know if you guys can really see the floating staircase that's here, but it's all hanging from the roof. You have metal and then these huge pieces of Peroda wood. Just want to show you what this staircase looks like. Now, from here you have 3 bedrooms. Bedroom number 1. These are original beams to the house as well. Bedroom number 2 and bedroom number 3. Let's get into this bedroom first. Again, this is where you'll have, remember I told you from every level you can access the video doorbell. This was the original primary to the house. So you can see you have this really funky kind of stained glass here. Coming in, if you go off to the right-hand side, I guess we can kind of start here and then we'll work our way inside. This is all custom made. You have cantera here that is like this fluted cantera, and they continued the design of this inside the shower. Originally, there was a round bathtub here. I mean, can you imagine taking a shower in this place? You have the fluted, what am I trying to say? The fluted cantera in the shower, and then you have like this painted suede kind of finish that they have. Then you have the rocks going into all of the beautiful chandelier, the stained glass. I mean, everything in this place is top quality. I love the beams that you can see from here. You have a double sink vanity in here with the original stained glass to the home as well. I love the shading chandeliers. I mean, it's just, if you've ever renovated a home and you know how much time and effort goes into it, 2 years was spent just on these two floors alone. The wooden beam that you have here, the sandblasted door, the round archway coming now into the toilet room. All of the toilets are floating toilets, again with the stained glass. All right, so let's make our way out of the bathroom, coming into the dressing room now. When you open all of these doors, you have shelving. They're all shelving inside of the doors, and then you have a beautiful dressing room here. Now, in between this level, you have, and you can kind of see through here, like on top of the chandelier and the cupola here, there is like a 5 or 6 foot crawl space, which is kind of like the service space where you have all of the air conditioner condensers. So you don't see any of this from the entire property, but when the guys come to service the ACs, that's the place where they're gonna go. Again, you can see here where they have the fluted cantera, the artisan stone, the brickway. Man, it's just incredible. Now, okay, you're seeing this and you're looking at it right here. This is done by a famous muralist here, and you're looking at it through the lens so you can see that it is a photograph. It kind of looks like a face, but if you're looking at it in person, you have no idea what you're looking at. You have to look at this through a camera in order to see the face of the mural here. Getting into how beautiful is this ceiling. You have a nice desk, workstation over here. They pushed this area back. This used to be a connected wall that would go into the other bedroom. They closed all of that off. They added the glass here, put in a couple of the shelves here. And this used to be open. So they took this, they enclosed the space, and you have absolutely beautiful views of all of downtown here as well. Ocean views from here. Okay, can't go that way. We'll continue on to the next bedroom. just the doors. I mean, you've got hand-carved doors here. I just want you to appreciate every detail of this space, because that's what makes this home just like nothing else that you're going to see anywhere else in Vallarta. I am obsessed. Even the hardware here is absolutely fantastic. Getting into, which I told you guys before, they have all the built-ins. You have safes already here. They did add the doors here. Well, I'm trying to get out of the mirror, but you have mirrored doors here with the metal. So it's really a mix of the old world charm with new world technology and style here. Again, they have a stone sink here. The fixtures are floating fixtures on the wall. You have an oversized chandelier inside of here. I love the black glass that they've used for the shower and the ledge with the sculpture. I mean, it's just every detail. The rainfall shower there. And I even like when you don't even have to get wet, where they put the handles over on one side and then you step into the shower. I always appreciate when they have that. The doors are just so super cool in here as well. Making our way into the bedroom, they have more of the Philip Stark chairs that they have here. Now, this used to be a closed off bedroom. They made it all enclosed here, so everything is within air conditioning, and you have just an extra seating area here. I love the wooden beams over the bed. This place is, like I said, it's just under 7,000 square feet, but it feels every space has a purpose. Every space has been so thoughtfully designed that it just flows. You don't feel like you're in a monster of a house and there's just all of these awkward spaces. So this is the sitting room here, where you have the repurposed stained glass, which they've kind of turned into an art moment here. This is your view looking out onto our downtown. And then you can come through these doors here and you have your own balcony out here, and it just leads straight over to the tower, okay, which we'll see on the next floor. Let's see the third and final bedroom on this second level. I love the different mix of the wood here as you're stepping up onto the third level. And this ceiling is a Boveda ceiling. It's it's handcrafted. You have the wood inlay inside of the artisan stone. There's another mural inside of this bedroom. And even though this is kind of like a masculine design, it's not overly masculine where everything is dark. You have a lot of natural light that's coming through this entire space. Because they opened up this area here and they put the windows here, this is like a balcony that is off of your space. It feels like it could be outside because they have the addition of all of the pots and all of the stone and greenery here, but they added in these windows, and so you have beautiful, beautiful views from here as well. Give you a view of what everything looks like here, and then you can see that custom chandelier that I was mentioning. That's so big and so beautiful. Fireplace used to be here, and wait until you get into this bathroom. It's really cool. There's a little surprise inside of the bathroom. Okay, so this could be a really fun bedroom. The entire wall here is antique glass, and it's actually different cut pieces of antique glass that you'll see here. I love this moment here with the stained glass. Just move all around. Again, give you guys different views of what the entire space looks like. Stepping into one of the most fun bathrooms that you have here, and it's a super fun bathroom because the ceiling is a mirror. It's really cool. I love how you have the stone here for the sink. All of the furniture in here is floating as well, and then you have just more of the stained glass. The door is a beautiful wooden arched door. Every detail, I mean, even just the handle here it's so wonderful, and every piece of this house just flows seamlessly between the modern touches with the old world charm. It's impeccably done. Emiliano Zapata painting here. Now, originally this is where the house stopped. So everything that you're going to see from here all the way up was a 1-year long project, and this is all brand new. And this is the owner's primary suite coming up here. This is a commissioned piece by the same sculptress that did the big sculptures downstairs. Just wanted to give you all views of what everything looks like here. The stained glass in the ceiling. You have the hanging beams that hold the entire floating staircase, looking all the way down with all of the custom glass on the walls there. Now, this door can close, and well, they've got it open, but they have it already open for me. But the pattern of this door is actually the inspiration for so much of the design that's up here, and you'll see it continue. So you've got it on the wood door here, on the metal here, over the grate for the air conditioning here. You'll see it over the top of the celosia here. So they have some continued themes. So as you're stepping in, you can kind of see that this level is light and bright and airy. And this is where you have all the glass. Everything up here can be opened up. And even it took them 2 months with special tools to create this design here that you'll see in the entryway with the lights at night. Like I've said, so many parts of this house just totally sparkle at nighttime. So you have the design here, and then the entire wall in the back was all custom made, and it took 2 months alone just to do this special finish. Like you see here, it was made with concrete for the entry. Okay, so if you cut, well, I guess we'll start here. So you have your own living room. The chair that you see here, the piece here, this is all Louis XV. This table alone was over 500 years old. It was flown in from Europe. And then the same thing, you have the chair here and the piece here. There's so much money just in the special finishes here. I wanted to mention that this chandelier is Murano glass, and it was also flown in from Italy as well. Okay, so you have your own living room up here. And this is where the owners spent a lot of their time. And I never noticed this when I was in showings before, but you have this space in between the top. So you just the textures, there's so much layering that goes into these, that has went into the design for this space. So this is all just the bedroom alone. Before we get into where the bed is, I'm gonna take you through and then we'll work our way back. I kind of started and now the more that I think about it, I wanna like do a different way of showing you. So you're walking in, you have the living room here as soon as you walk in. Over to the left-hand side, you have a beautiful day bed, which overlooks a beautiful, you can see all the way the sunsets here. If you're anywhere in Vallarta and you can see the tip of where the mountains end, this is where the sunsets happen. So you're getting year-round sunsets anytime you can see all the way to the tip there. Again, all this glass is thermal and everything opens up. So even though you're right in the heart of the daytime here, you're not getting any of the heat in this area. So this is like an extended area which they kind of use as a breakfast bar here. You've got champagne and things here. Another wonderful little coffee maker that they have here, a wet bar, and then this piece here opens up, and this is what they use as an office. Obviously, it's all closed up right now. This space that they have out here, they have a little dog, so the dog has a little area where he can come outside and relieve himself. Again, you have the continuity with the shape that they have that you'll see in the doors and the celosia outside. But this is just a nice little patio area that you can come relax. There's a fountain here, and as you can see, the greenery is already starting to go up over the walls, and within time, all of this white will be filled with more of the lush greenery, just bringing more of a sense of the outside inside here. All right, coming back through. Now we'll make our way to the bedroom part of the house, even though this is all one big bedroom. Before I show you the views of the actual bedroom, I want to take you into the bathroom. This bathroom is like nothing you have seen before. Before I even get to this part, I want to show you this dressing room. So again, you have a lot of storage here, and it's so wonderfully done. I like the mix of the materials with the marble that they've selected here. And if you are a woman who likes to shop, you've got a huge closet up here. You can see where you can't see it, but you've got a hidden section here. Even the dressing room is climate controlled. There's an air conditioner there. You have 12 inverter ACs throughout the entire place here. And when I'm going to show you here, you have a floating space here for the sink. On top of that, you have skylights, which as a woman, I always appreciate when you're doing your makeup, you want to have a lot of the natural light that flows in. Double sink vanity here, you can see through into the dressing room, and this is the moment. So underneath here, where I was telling you between the third and the second level, you have a crawl space of like 5 or 6 feet. So they have these trees that are in pots and they're just growing inside of your space here. You have another big skylight. You can't even really see it through here, but you've got another skylight there. And behind this, you have a beautiful circular stained glass area. So you can see, you can come here, you can lounge, read a book. All the stained glass is original to the house. All right, so just kind of come out of the jungle there. On one side of the bathroom here, you have a total toilet, which will open. This is your total toilet, naturally opens up here. I always love a good electric toilet with all the gadgets, and you can sit and you've got all the controls here along the wall. And then on the other side, you have a jet here, you can see for the tub. You've got water jets on both sides, and you even have a rainfall shower here with the mood lighting. I like how they have this big space for all of your products, and then everything, all of the polished concrete here. I mean, every single detail of this space was thoughtfully curated. Okay, now we're coming out of the back of the primary and we're going into the bedroom space. And this is, I think, one of my most favorite parts of this entire house is when you come up here. All right, so you have a beautiful custom made bed. As you can see, the entire space here, you've got these Perota slats, which have other lighting, lots of different options for lighting here. Everything is on dimmers. So at night, again, you're creating an entire mood. All of these doors, all of these glass doors can open up. So you have incredible views, and then we're gonna get into the tower in just a second. Move all around, give you guys just different views of what everything looks like inside the bedroom here. I love the space. I mean, you just have to get here and see everything in person. This is a house unlike anything else that you're going to see here in Vallarta. It's truly magnificent. The tower. This is what makes this space so iconic. And you're literally stepping out of your house, and you can see you're just a couple of blocks until you get over to the Malecon here. You have views of the entire North Shore going all the way to the entire South Shore. So you have the most incredible views from here. Remember, we're in a fisheye lens, so things appear a lot farther away than they actually are. Just want to give you can take a look at everything you have to see all around you here. We'll go get into the tower in just a sec. I just wanted to show you. So this design here is cantilevered over the entire rooftop. Here is a covered rooftop. You're looking down onto the garden here. Your private space. You can be totally naked down there if you wanted, and nobody can look inside. I mean, it's a completely different world when you're down there, and then you're coming up here and you have just magnificent views. All of this is the private deck right off of your primary. And I want to take you inside of the tower so that you can take a look and see how special this space is here as well. Okay, so you have just a few steps to come down, and we'll make our way inside the tower. So you can see the spiral staircase goes all the way from the first floor level all the way up. Now the glass for this top, as you'll see here, once you're up here, you can close all of this, and then it's its own space that's up here. Beautiful chandelier inside of here. I love the cupola roof that they did, just a mix of the materials here. And all of these windows can also open up. So you have just different views of the city here. You can see the big cruise ship leaving Vallarta. Every part of this house is functional. All right, guys, now you've had a chance to see this entire space. I'll walk you down with me just so you can get one last look at everything, and then hang out to the very end of this video if you would like to see some still shots of this house. Like I've told you many times, there is nothing like this in Vallarta. You're not gonna see anything like this ever come on the market again. This is iconic piece of history here in Vallarta. If you wanted to own something that's truly one of a kind, over $1 million US in furnishings and in the renovation went into this house. The asking price is $3,995,000 US. You have a little under 7,000 square feet. Get here as soon as you can. All right, guys, let's go jump into a recap. Alrighty, guys, now that you have had a chance to see my very favorite property that we have here in Vallarta, it is truly one of a kind. There is nothing like this on the market. I haven't seen anything like this in the years that I've been selling real estate, and check my channel. There is nothing like this that you're going to find. It is truly one of a kind. The owners created this house not for resale, for themselves, and that is why there is so much attention to detail here. Let's get into the details one more time. You have 5 bedrooms here, 5 full bathrooms, 1 half bath, just a hair under 7,000 square feet, and the asking price is $3,995,000 US. Look in the description down below if you want to find more information about this property and how to get in contact with me. Remember, WhatsApp is the best way to reach me for the fastest reply. I will throw my email down here just in case you guys wanted to email me as well. We can schedule an in-person showing, or we can do a virtual showing if you're not in town. You have to see this property in person. If this is of any interest to you, jump on this opportunity. It is really a one-of-a-kind property. Stay tuned to the very end of this video if you would like to see some still shots. That is kind of everything. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video tour. We'll catch you at the next one. Bye, guys. Peace.